guys, so I was watching this old Cartoon Network the other day. This old cartoon channel, and they had some old classic like 60s Casper cartoons. Anybody ever seen? Like the old classic 60s Casper cartoons. I was watching that and I realized that I've never been a fan of Casper, not even as a child. Because when you break it down, Casper is essentially about a dead kid. Like that's the whole show. Like when you see the ghost out there having fun, that's a dead kid. You're watching a dead kid have fun. Like try pitching that to networks nowadays. It's like we want to do a show about a kid who dies. Well, that's horrifying. We're not putting that on TV, dude. No, you misunderstand me. The entire series takes place after that child has succumbed to his wounds, and his last breath leaves his body, and his soul is but one with ether. Everyone is sad, and he is buried underground. That is where that children's cartoon begins. Well, that's adorable. In that case, we're gonna put that on a lunchbox. Like, you could never do a prequel to Casper. That movie would end with a small boy dying. You could never do it. And he was, like, you could never do an origin story of Casper because not many people know this. He was originally a comic book character. And when you see, like, various comic book characters, you know, you see their origin stories. Like, for example, you have Peter Parker, was bit by a radioactive spider, became Spider-Man. You have Superman, alien child from Krypton, and you have Casper. He was just a statistic. And like when you see him out having, like he's having the most incredible adventures, like the most fantastic adventures. Meanwhile at home, there's a tragedy happening. There's a Lifetime movie being filmed about it. There's an Eric Clapton song being written. Like, you see him, you see Casper, like, flying through the pyramids of Egypt, and like going underwater, going to sunken shipwrecks, fighting ghost pirates. Meanwhile at home, there's a 4-foot coffin buried 6 feet underground. Like, he's palling around with Wendy the Witch. Like, he's going on broomstick rides with her. It's awesome. Meanwhile at home, there's a sad couple putting toys back into a box. Like, he's playing pranks on his 3 angry uncles. Like, he's like put like a pepper into Fatso's food. Fatso's sneezing all over the place. Meanwhile at home, an elementary school is holding a memorial, and 14 states are about to pass Casper's law, and 2 people are eating dinner in silence, waiting for the lawyer to come with the paperwork. Casper, your next adventure should not be a spooky ski vacation on Boo Mountain. Your next adventure should be stopping divorce. Just tell Mom it's not Dad's fault, and that ice is slippery. And Casper, the name of the show is Casper the Friendly Ghost, which means Casper was somebody that you could consider friendly in the 60s. So his death was probably a hate crime. And I did some research on Casper. Like, I actually did some research on it. Turns out the creators of Casper realized, after getting tons and tons of hate mail, that it's a really fucked up concept. So what they actually came out with an official response. This is absolutely true. Look this up. They came out with an official response to all the people sending them letters. Like, no, it's not a dead kid. Just stop sending us mail. Casper's not a dead child. He's a ghost boy that had a ghost mommy and a ghost daddy that came together, banged, made a ghost baby, which is way more traumatizing for a kid. No wonder Jeffrey Dahmer happened. Like, initially, you have to sit your kid down and just say, listen, at the end of their lives, people sleep forever. It's a natural thing, it's what happens. Now, after this explanation, you have to sit your kid down and say, well, apparently, ghosts don't use condoms. I'm Justin Peter, thank you guys very much.